next, the Prince of Darkness, the one and only Ozzy Osbourne. You don't want to miss him.
My first guest went from humble beginnings in England to international rock and roll stardom. He has sold over 100 million albums and became one of TV's first reality stars. Welcome to Lopez Tonight, the one and only Prince of Darkness. It's good to be here. Hey, I'm happy that you're here, man. I'm a huge fan of yours. I told you that.
I also that.
No, but I mean it. I mean, I love that you're here.
What's your favorite song?
My favorite song is Paranoid.
That's only 40 years old.
Congratulations on the book. I Am Ozzy is #3 on the New York Times bestseller list.
Don't ask me that's a girl, because I'm as dyslexic as anything. I'm so dyslexic, mate.
How were you able to, as a dyslexic, write down everything?
Well, I had some help by a guy called Chris, I can't remember his name now.
Some dude named Chris helped you.
Yeah.
But do you, and I'm dyslexic, and I don't give a if it takes me 20 years, I'm going to read this book.
But I wrote it 20 years ago.
So, as a rock star, I mean, it has to be, it's really honest.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of, there's also a lot of serious stuff that I did as well along the way. I witnessed things.
Yeah.
When Randy Rhoads got killed with a plane crash, that was a terrible thing. I wrote about that in the book.
Yeah, that's great. He was one of a great guitar player.
Well, I got a new guitar player now as well.
And a very good friend of yours.
Oh, very good friend of mine.
Yeah. Also with alcohol and drugs, all the stories are in there. Come on, all the stories.
You know what? I think they should legalize marijuana. It would certainly get California out of this, wouldn't it?
No, but we'd be, if we were high, we'd be able to understand our governor. You got to be How did you remember enough of the stories to fill this book?
With Chris would say, okay, let's talk about your childhood. I'd talk about any childhood. That's really interesting, that point. Can you elaborate? Which would trigger up other memories.
Right.
I mean, my long-term memories are probably what I did 10 minutes ago is my problem now.
When you were growing up, what music inspired you to become...
The Beatles.
Yes.
I mean, I've tried to explain to young people now. Back then, in England, the most exciting around that time was the war, the Second World War. We had Germans blowing us up. Yeah. But when the Beatles happened, so I went to bed one person, I came up and the world had changed. It was just a magic time because nobody else was doing what they were doing.
Right. So you're out at book signings. They're packed with people.
Oh yeah.
Lines around the block. You
get
to see you up close. But some of those fans are crazy.
My fans are really loyal fans. I mean, without them, I wouldn't be sitting here right now.
Exactly.
I've got to tell you this story about I think it's Huntington Beach. I was in an install there, and some people come with some really weird requests. You know? So this guy walks up to me and he goes, "I'm a cancer survivor." I said, "Oh, congratulations." He said, "I had the same cancer as your wife." I go, "Oh, great, good to hear." He says, "Anything." He said, "You wouldn't sign my colostomy bag, would you?" I went, "What?" And so I looked over my shoulder and all the security guards were going, and people say, everyone I tell that story to goes, "And do you sign it?" No way. When we come back, we're going to hear some more stories from Ozzy's book. Don't move! With Ozzy Osbourne. Okay, the book has a lot of
humor in it, a lot of real stuff, very honest stuff,
Yeah.
and a lot of recollections of crazy stories. Tell me about San Antonio and the Alamo.
Oh, how can I forget that? Well, my wife, when I used to drink booze all the time, when she'd go away, she'd take my clothes with her so I couldn't go out, you know. So one morning, it's 7:30 in the morning, I had a bottle of Quasar and no clothes. I thought, what am I going to do? So I thought, I know, I'll put one of her dresses on. Nobody will know with long hair. So I'm walking around San Antonio with half a bottle of Quasar and this green evening dress. And I thought, well, I need to take a pee. This is an old walk, so I go and it was the Alamo. So all of a sudden, this guy comes around the corner with his cup and he goes, hey, there's an ass totally pissed up the Alamo, him. And so he goes, what would you do if I lived if I was the urinator? I said, to be honest with you, I wouldn't give a I don't live there, you know.
So, Sharon would take your clothes from the room
And
so that you wouldn't go out, leave you naked.
Yeah,
You grabbed one of her dresses,
yeah.
found some running shoes, a bottle of Cabassier.
And put my underpants on the right way around.
And did you go back? You went back to San Antonio after that?
Oh, yeah, and this guy coming through, he says, what's all up? Mexican guy goes, what's all the problem, man? He says, I piss up the Alamo every night. But as I said, I was drunk at like that time in the morning. And I suppose I did look a bit strange walking around San Antonio with a green evening dress and a bottle of Courvoisier at 7:30 in the morning.
I don't know. I've been to San Antonio. It's not that bad. It's not crazy anymore.
So actually go in jail and I'm in a cell with a guy and I've got a evening dress on.
And running shoes.
Yeah.
And I think you said that the guy killed his...
Yeah, I was always going to have a flashback, this guy. I think I'm his wife. I'm going to end up losing my virginity and stabbed to death in the bed.